morning. Welcome to Coffee with the Pastor, and I'm Pastor Tyus, and I'm excited about being with you. You know why? Because I heard about your favorite coffees, and today I want you to let us know about your favorite coffee places. You know, I was talking to Matt earlier, and he told me about he likes those little coffee places. He called it coffee joints. That little hole in the wall, in all reality, he just likes coffee. He likes Starbucks, but the hole in the wall. But hey, share with us your favorite coffee location. I would love to have a cup of coffee with you in that location. Now, if you're in another part of the United States, we can't do that today, but in the near future, we would love to come in your particular city and have a cup of coffee with you as we share the truth. You know, faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. And this past couple of weeks, we've been in the book of Revelation, and today we're in Revelation chapter 4. Now, Revelation chapter 4 is my favorite chapter of all the chapters in the book of Revelation. You know why? Because it gives you a look at heaven. And I love looking at something that I can experience today and not have to worry about when I get there in the next years and the next years to go. And so let's take a look at Revelation chapter 4, verse number 1. And it says, after this, John says, I looked, and there in heaven was an open door. The first voice that I heard speaking to me like a trumpet said, and I love this, come up here, and I will show you what must take place after these things. And immediately I was in the spirit, and there was a throne in heaven, and someone was seated on it. Now, I know we know who that one was seated on that throne. Yep, his name is and was Jesus, and will always be Jesus. And after that, it gives you this unbelievable, now you got to read this. Revelation chapter 4, read the whole chapter. And after this, the whole throne kind of opens up, and you see this panoramic view of eternity. You see Jesus sitting on the throne, where he's always seated at the right hand of the Father, and you see seraphims and cherubims and the 4 and 24 elders, and I mean, you see all of this, man. It's exciting, yeah. And here we are today reading this here on earth, and the observation is that, wow, that's an observation. It's nothing else. Wow, that you can experience something so unbelievable that John gets a chance to see something that we'll see also one day. And our application is simply this, is that we can have a little bit of that every time we come in his presence. Every time we spend time in prayer and in praise and in worship, whether you're in a building or you're in your bedrooms or in your living rooms, you can enter his gates with thanksgiving, his courts with praise, and you can enter that praise and worship room where seraphims and cherubims and all these angelic beings are doing one thing, worshiping the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. You know, we can look for the future, but what if we look for Jesus in the present? What would happen if we look for Jesus in the present is that his presence will be with us because we're looking for it. And every time you look for him, I'll tell you one thing, you can find him because he's also looking for you. So spend some time today looking for Jesus through prayer and praise and worship. And our prayer for today is simply this, that Father, that you would give us moments in your presence with your Son and with all the heavenly angelic beings, that we can say that before we get there, we've already experienced a little bit of it. So when we get there, we'll still be excited, but boy, what excitement it is on planet Earth when you can be in his presence right where you are. I look forward to seeing you next week on Coffee with the Pastor. And remember to share your favorite coffee store or your favorite coffee joint, whatever, but share it with us so we can experience it ourselves.